Hello, my name is Zane, and this is my multi-part vlog from my time in Japan. So just a heads up, the footage that you'll be seeing is a compilation of clips from my Sony camera, which I am currently recording on, my small Canon film camera, film-ish, and my Nikon vlog camera, and of course, my iPhone, plenty of iPhone clips. Also, I didn't bring any kind of microphone to Japan for my cameras, so this is me saying sorry now for the very shoddy audio in pretty much all of the clips. Throughout the vlog, I'll be doing talking to the camera bits with a bit of voiceover just to give you more context on certain things that had happened to us during Japan. I will also leave timestamps in the description below if you wanted to jump to certain sections. So let's start from the beginning, us heading to the airport and catching our flight.
Gonna get coffee in the car. Are you excited?
Good morning!
Uh-oh, that's too dark. We're going to Japan! Woohoo!
Are you taking a photo?
No, I'm recording. Go, Zane. I'm recording.
Turn the music off. Hello, welcome to our Japan 2023 vlog. My name's Zane. Behind the camera is Finn.
Hi.
Okay, you can cut the video there. It's currently 5:40 in the morning.
Yes.
We're off to get a coffee and Red Bull before our flight.
Yes, go get some Starbucks.
We're leaving on the 13th of March, and you'll probably be seeing these videos early April once we've returned from Japan. So this is all after. What?
I think that's pretty obvious.
Was I mansplaining it?
A little bit.
Say hello.
What's up, guys?
Toby. Look at that. Look at that ass. Look at that ass.
Hello. Very nice, very nice, very nice. And look at these two. Very nice. Mm.
Wait, it's not focusing. It's so unfocused. Wait.
We are currently waiting for the plane. You're filming this is the beginning. I'm whittling on Woody. So the flight was delayed by 2 hours, but hopefully going to be a short flight, 8 hours? 9 hours. It's currently 12:15 Australian time. I think we'll be arriving in Japan at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m.? 8:30 p.m. I guess the next time you'll see is on the plane.
Tell them what we're doing.
Who's there?
Yeah.
So we're going to tell you.
In Japan. Filmmakers of the program.
So we encounter our first issue arriving in Japan. So because of our 2-hour flight delay, we arrived in Japan at around 9 o'clock roughly, 9 p.m. And Japan's got a system with their trains where the last train for the night is at 12 a.m. roughly, and the trains stop fully until 5 a.m. So once we landed in Japan, we had to get all of our stuff through customs, through like immigration, kind of get all our SIM cards working, which was a bit of a pain, get our Suica cards. This was the Suica card. So this is a must-have in Japan because this gets you on trains, buses, subways, metros, pretty much everything. Although the travel costs can add up quite a bit after 2-3 weeks there, as we found out. And for Wi-Fi we used a eSIM, which was a bit frustrating to download after we had our 9-hour flight and we were all trying to work together to try to get it to work. So once we got through all of that, we got to our train platform, and one thing that I believe that YouTube videos don't and TikToks don't tell you enough is how to read the Japanese train system, because as a first time traveler to Japan we struggled. We found it very hard to find the exact platform because the Japanese train system is like nothing like we've ever seen before. Insane. I'll try to put up a photo of like one of their routes. A lot of YouTube videos and TikToks will tell you to download the Japan Travel app for your iPhone. I would 100% not recommend that. It was a nightmare. It was misleading. It wasn't telling us exactly where we needed to go. So we jumped to Apple Maps and Google Maps, and it was so much easier to understand and read. It's still complicated, but nowhere near like the other Japan Travel app. And so the reason for this long tirade of me telling you about the annoying travel system is because we missed our train. We missed the last train out of Narita Airport Station at 12 a.m. because we were on the wrong platform. With nowhere else to turn, we had to catch taxis. And one thing you get told about before going to Japan is how expensive the taxis are and how you should never ever take a taxi. Unfortunately for us, it was 12:30 a.m. It was cold. We're tired. We want to get to our Air-bnb. Taxi driver pulls up. He goes, "We can only take 3 per car. It's going to be $350 per taxi." We weren't happy, but we just kind of had to make the decision of we need to get home and sleep, because we also have a big day the following day because we're going to Disneyland. Also, another thing to note, be careful when you take the taxis as well, because as foreigners we don't know the location or the language very well. So as we were coming up to our Airbnb, I could see the taxi drivers just doing circles to bump up the money. So I had to tell him to pull over right here so that we could get out and like walk to our destination. Otherwise they were just going to keep running us in like circles. I don't think everyone's like that. I think we just got a taxi driver that knew that we were tired and upset and had a bit of money to spend. So they were just being cheeky, but be very careful about that. So we jumped out of the taxi and lugged our luggage and suitcases down this cobblestone street, trying to find our Airbnb at 1 a.m. I'll put up a photo of us walking through the streets trying to find our place.
1,000. There's this one. Like, oh,
What kind of theme was that?
oh, there is. I will die.
2 a.m. We've just gotten to the Airbnb and just had our big dinner. We had a hell of a flight and a bit of a fuck around at the train station, but we've made it. Hobie is slept. Everyone's full, but this is our Airbnb. Basically, a long corridor with multiple rooms. What have we got in here? Something for washing. A first bedroom with 2 singles. That'll probably be for Hobie. Second room with a double and a single for Shayla Drees Hayden. And all the way down the corridor, Finn and myself in 2 singles. And you got 2 bathrooms here. Back down the corridor. Washroom. Look at that guy. Oh my god. Oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah, a bear, yeah.
Good morning. We are off to Disneyland today.
Sorry?
And you're probably asking, why the hell would we choose to go to Disneyland the day after we land in Japan? And it's because we left buying the Disney tickets too late, so that was the only time slot that we could take. As you can see, all the trains are pretty full, and this isn't even at its capacity. This is me trying to get a cool shot, but that didn't work out well. Also, a big thing as well is every carriage is dead quiet. Very, very quiet and very polite for people. On our journey to Disneyland, we actually had to take 3 different trains. So this is us hopping off at our first stop and basically making our next train. This is kind of how busy it can get and usually is, but peak hour is crazy. And so obviously a big thing about Japan is how busy things are, especially Tokyo. Tokyo is exceptionally busy. As soon as we walked in, we went for the Haunted Mansion ride. It was about an hour and a half lineup.
Drees, tell your friends back home how you feel about the vacation so far.
So for the Disney parade, it's pretty cool. They kind of section off different areas of the Disney World, and they have floats go through. If you've seen them once, then you've probably seen everything there is to see. For a lot of us, it was our first time seeing something like this, so we chose to stay and watch. After the parade, we headed over to Space Mountain, which we were told is one of the best rides at a Disney World. We lined up for about 2.5 hours, and the ride was fantastic, but that wait time can kill you. And something I highly recommend as well is if you're heading to Disneyland or Universal Studios, get the Fast Pass, get the Express Pass, because it'll make your experience so much better. We didn't do that. We decided to risk it and not pay the extra $150-$200, but you miss out on a lot. We were at Disneyland for 8 hours and we only went on 2 rides. It was about 5 hours of lining up. Once we were done with Disneyland, we headed back home for a bit of a recharge because we were heading out to Shinjuku to meet one of our friends, Bo, who lives in Japan. Bo took us out to a nice Chinese dinner at one of his favourite spots. The biggest culture shock for all of us was just seeing how lively and how characteristic everything was in Japan. All of the neon signs, the advertisements, the music. It is like a whole nother world. I don't think I took any photos during the dinner, but here is a photo of us afterwards. After that, we were all pretty spent, so we took a train back home, and that was the end of our first day in Japan. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think. And let me know how the vlog style is. Is it too long, too short? Would you like to see more? Is me talking to the camera too boring? Yeah, for the rest of the multi-part vlogs, we have the rest of our time in Tokyo, and then we take a bullet train to Osaka. We're in Osaka for a while, then we're in Kyoto for a bit, and then back to Tokyo to end off our trip. So this was only one day out of the total 16 days, and I'm very excited to show you the rest. Again, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Peace out. Bye.